Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Duskfire6 and this is my first video. I decided that I'm going to be reading fanfics for my channel because, well, you know, it's easy to edit and my computer is what I'm going to be using to read the fanfics on because for some reason my computer can't download anything, so all the editing that I'm doing currently is on my phone. So, yeah. So a few things before I start. One, subscriber goal. If I can reach 100 subscribers, I will go ahead, swallow my pride, and go and read a clotfic. Second thing, I tend to comment a bit while I read. So, you know, if you don't like mid-read commenting, just don't sub, because I do that a lot. So, the fanfic I'm going to be reading today is, Princess Celestia is in your bed. Now, I know some other people have already done this. Don't whine at me for it, okay? I know other people who've done it because that's how I figured out about this fic. So, yeah, I'm going to be reading that, and then after this I'm going to be reading the sequel that the same guy that wrote this fic wrote, which is called Princess Celestia is still in your bed. So, without further ado, Princess Celestia is in your bed. There will be a link in the description to the story and to the guy's fanfiction page. So, without further ado, Princess Celestia is in your bed. The sliding door was open when I came home. I didn't think much of it. I was tired after a long day of working at the plant. Probably just my roommate Wayne being irresponsible again. I just dropped my bag next to the old couch and headed for the fridge for a drink. All my soda was gone. I could have sworn I put a bottle of strawberry Fanta in there that morning. Right there in the pocket of the fridge door. I had even written OC with a Sharpie on the cap. We needed talking to, that was for sure. I settled for the half-gallon of orange juice in the back. It had been there a long time, but orange juice doesn't really go bad, does it? Probably healthier anyway, unless it went bad. It didn't taste wrong, so I shrugged it off. Probably fine. The rest of the house seemed to be in normal order, or normal disorder. There was a crystal wine glass in the sink. I leaned over to look, and yes, it had a tiny little smear of red in the bottom, so that's where the Fanta went. But why the wine glass? Everybody has them, a set of fancy glasses they keep around for special occasions, but never actually use. This one had probably been sat untouched in the cupboard for years, until today, when somebody used it to drink strawberry Fanta. A lot of strawberry Fanta. I rolled my eyes. What was up with Wayne? This was weird even for him. Not that I had much room to talk, I suppose. After a good swig, I put the orange juice back in the fridge and headed to my bedroom. I needed to call my girlfriend, but then I could relax for a while. Working at the plant wasn't that hard, but it was hot and tedious. Tiresome might be the word. As soon as I opened the door to my bedroom, I knew something was wrong. A big white equine something with wings. Princess Celestia, in all her royal glory, was laying on my bed. Her wings sprawled across the sheets, her back hooves rested on my favorite pillow, and her front hooves rested on her chest. She snored slightly. Hang on, I gotta get a drink of coffee. Coffee. I stood there, frozen in the doorway. I stood there for a long time. It amazed me how big she was. She filled up the whole queen-size bed and then some. Her mane and tail flowed off it, waving across the floor as she slept. I regained enough mental function to take another step and shut the door behind me. But not enough function to think that maybe I should have left my escape route open. Some primitive part of me wanted to rage at the violation of my personal territory. Some fanboyish part of me wanted to squeal with glee. But most of me wanted to say, what the hell? Yeah, if I saw Princess Celestia in my bed, that'd probably be it for me too. These conflicting desires conspired to produce a very profound, what? Her snoring stopped. She rolled her neck, opened her eyes just a little, and gave me a sleepy upside-down smile. Princess Celestia? She nodded a little. Hi. She could talk. She was real. The real Princess Celestia was in my bed. This was so impossible and so wrong. Princess? I leaned my head a little to the side as I asked, "What are you doing in my bed?" She slowly stretched her hooves before plopping them back down exactly where they were. Her smile grew, but her eyes closed. Napping. Right. I looked around the room. Nothing else seemed to be out of place, though my computer was turned on. I always put it in sleep mode before I leave for work. But why are you napping? Why are you napping here? It's very comfy. She nuzzled her head into a soft, wadded-up blanket. One of my favorites. Celestia! I surprised myself with my vehemence. Yeah, that's right, I know big words. Her head popped up and turned almost upright. Princess Celestia. Oh, sorry. She plopped back down onto the bed. I rubbed my hand across my face. This was not the time for such weirdness. Okay, Princess Celestia, why are you here? To bask in your glorious presence, of course. I just stared at her, my hands on my hips. She giggled. Very well. To appreciate your lovely Twilight Sparkle toy. She reached beneath the blanket and pulled out a Twilight plushie, holding it up to her face. It's so cute. I didn't move. She tossed the plushie away and turned her head. I have no need to confide in the likes of you. I was figuring things out. Luna banished you, didn't she? Question not my motives, mortal. She kicked my favorite pillow onto the floor. Well, can you at least get out of my bed? I'm really tired from work and I need to relax. This isn't helping. She rolled her head and looked at me, and rolled her eyes, then rolled her eyes as well. Oh, you are tired. Pay no attention to me. I have just been thrust across an uncrossable reality barrier by my treacherous niece. But oh no, you're tired from your pathetic daily labor, and you need to rest. I matched her eye roll. Come on, this is no time for sleeping. Look how high the sun is. I pointed at the window. The slow fall of my finger traced the sun's abnormally fast descent below the horizon. There. Nighttime. Celestia yawned. No moon today. Too tired. Well, that was going to make some astronomers' lives more interesting than usual. Sunset at 5:30. She might be messing with things on an astronomical scale, but my tired mind was focused on smaller things. And my Fanta? She opened her eyes again and smiled wide. It was delicious. She paused for a moment, then smiled even wider. With altogether more rustling, flopping, and tussling of the sheets than necessary, she turned herself around and rolled over onto her side, freeing up half the bed, though her wings hung over the edge on one side. Her horn glowed, and my pillow floated up to the head of the bed next to her. She patted the empty spot on the bed next to me and smiled at me, her eyes still drooping sleepily. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. And that was Princess Celestia is in Your Bed by, crap. You're kidding, right? Hang on. Oh, there he is. O'Cahoon. Okay. An interesting fic. The topic of Princess Celestia being randomly in your bed for absolutely no reason caught my attention. I'm gonna cut it here and get to the recording of the, sequel of this. Princess Celestia is still in your bed. Wow, really? It's not even that far in? Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, wait. Whoa. Okay. This is like the first recording that I've done, so I'm honestly surprised that my recording time is at like almost 5:52. Not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway, so the link will be in the description to O'Cahoon's fanfiction page and to the fic itself. If you have any suggestions as to what I should read after Princess Celestia is still in your bed, leave them in the comments below. I'll check them out. And yeah, I'll see you guys around.